a question. I love Shecky, man. Love that guy. And it's really amazing, his A&R taste. But let's go back. I see we got a question, a great question here in the chat room here from Doug. Yeah, it's the last one there. Ask that question there, Code.
We got a lot of solid ones. But Doug asked, Blasko, I'd like to know how involved you are in the overall vision of BVB. Do you help build the plot and direction they decide to go in, or do you just work with what they decide to do? Also, if there is one piece of advice you would give someone who is just trying to be a manager starting out, what would it be?
Look, don't get in the music business on any level is my advice. You know what I mean? Like, get a real job.
But they're not going to listen, so having said that, sit right down on the couch. What would you tell them if they're crazy enough not to take
Okay, look, here's the thing. If you want to get in the music business as a musician, do this first, okay? Have a fallback plan that would benefit you if you win or lose. So learn accounting. You know, no, seriously.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Learn to be like an accountant or handle numbers or something to where it's like, if you succeed at business, that will be helpful to you understanding the number side of it. And if you don't succeed, that's still going to be helpful to you because everybody needs that.
Yeah.
You know, or something along those lines.
Yeah.
You know, and on the music business side, look. You gotta know people. It's about relationships, and you have to have a Rolodex. And if you're not in a position to network or start networking or whatever, then it's going to be really difficult. You know, like I said, I objectively looked at what I had in front of me whenever I go, like, I'm not going to be in a band forever. What am I going to do? I wanted to maybe be a producer. I wanted to maybe be an A&R guy. And I'm like, but I suck at all that stuff. So I go like, well, but I got a Rolodex, and my reputation isn't bruised that bad yet, and stuff. So maybe I'm gonna try management. Actually, that seems logical. With what's in front of me, what I could do, and then it just so happens I enjoyed it, and been getting lucky with it so far. And what was the first question?
How involved do you get in the overall vision of the BVB guys?
I mean, look, it's Andy's band. Andy had the idea to be who he was and make that video and whatever. So whenever I came in, I am assisting, and I do have a lot of ideas and stuff that I run past him. And I think as a team, we collectively bounce a lot of stuff off one another. Every manager has his own history. Whether they used to be a tour manager, they used to be a promoter, they used to be. They used to be they worked in the mailroom at a label. It's like they all have their own story of their history of where they came from. Mine is a musician, touring guy. So what I bring to the table is maybe a little bit different. On the last record, they were in making with John Feldman, and I'm in there pretty often. John goes, "You're the only manager I've seen in the studio as much as you," and I'm like, is that bad? Like, should I not be here? He's like, no, it's great, because it's like I'm in there and I'm like and throwing out an occasional music idea or just encouragement or and the song that we got that's charting on Active Rock Radio is the song that he didn't think that we needed to do, and I go, dude, we don't have the track yet. It's like he's like, this one's the single. Nope, it's not. It's like we got to have that one track, and so pushing the envelope or whatever. So, good or bad, I bring my experience to the table, and my experience is different than, say, yours or someone else's or whatever. It's just, it's everyone's cut from different, a different history.
I think what's interesting about yours, vis-a-vis when I think about it, is that because you are a musician, you bring an interesting perspective that a lot of managers don't, that are not, I don't know a lot of managers that are really musicians. First, they might have played something, but they decided very quickly that they were going to be on the briefcase side of the equation here. So, it's a great question here, and I think you're uniquely positioned to do that, and it's because, again, you're a weird breed of cat here. That you got both sides of these things working, and I'm betting that adds a lot of value for a band like the Black Veil Brides here.